Hi guys, welcome to another video with Melissa. Today I'm going to be reviewing Goosebumps Alive, which is a immersive theatre experience in London, running at the Vaults on Leakey Street in London. This event is running till June the 5th, I think it is? Yeah, June the 5th. And they've got different shows showing every day. What it is, it's they have two versions. They have an adult version and a kids version of it. And what it is they've taken the Goosebumps stories and tried to flesh them out into like an interactive theater performance. I quite enjoyed it, but it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more based on the books, but it was kind of like an interpretation of different stories from the books. So they had lots of different actors, and you'd go into small scenes from different books and you'd watch them. Sometimes there'd be some audience interaction, and then you'd move on to the next scene. There's a lot of moving around in this, guy, so if you can't move around well, this probably isn't going to be for you, because literally you were like shunted onto the next room. And you had to pretty much run there, and it was very confusing because it wasn't like move to the next room, it was move all across the stage all the way back over here, and they lead you between there. I do have some photos, not very many, just because you can't take photos inside, just of the entrance and the bar, and I'll put those up along with this very short video of just like the entrance bar at the end of this video. So there are 4 different teams you can be in, and I was in the rat team. So there's rats, spiders, crows, and I'm trying to remember what the other one, snakes. So I was in the rat team. I think the rats are supposed to be a funnier version of it. There is like a scarier version and a funnier version. It depends which stories you get. But I was in the rat team, and it just says on the back of it, it's got a little thing. It says, you are a rat, rats stay with rats, rats follow rat symbols always. Should rats fail to stay with rats or fail to follow rat symbols, rats cease to be rats and are left behind to die. With this experience as well, you cannot leave once it starts, because if you do, you forfeit the rest of the experience, so you don't really want to be doing that. So with this, you go and you experience different things from Goosebumps. Some are very loosely based on it, some are kind of made up from it. It's very, very loosely based. Some are very much the story, but with a modern take on it. So the ones we got to experience, we started off with Haunted Typewriter, which is the Blob. Not with the kids though. It was a haunted typewriter that gave whatever you wrote, it happened on it. So I thought that one was quite interesting, quite enjoyed that one. I won't tell you too much about it because I'd like you to go see it yourself, because it's really cool, and if you're in London anytime in the next few months, you should definitely go see it. And then we also did, I'm trying to think what came after that. There was the Cuckoo Clock of Doom sequence, so someone got a clock that was able to travel in time back to a certain spot and thus used it for personal gains. And then there was an elevator, which was the worst thing. It was stupid. I'm sorry guys, I did not enjoy the elevator at all. Really, they put you in an elevator, turned the lights off, and then had something like growl at you, and it was pretty stupid actually. I didn't like it at all. So if you get that one, sorry, but hopefully you can avoid that one if possible. There was a Horrorland Sequence, which I didn't like. As being a really huge fan of Horrorland, it's my favorite Goosebumps book, I felt it had nothing to do with Horrorland, which was very disappointing for me. It was a bit of a song, and it was very interactive, but I didn't see how it was related to Horrorland at all. It just wasn't very good. There was one I got to experience, my partner didn't. He kind of disappeared for a second. I didn't know where he'd went. But he got pulled off to do a different thing while I did one. And it was a tent, and it was a girl telling a story in a tent. And I quite liked that one. That one was quite cool. And I liked the set for that one. That was neat. Then we also had Stay Out of the Basement, which I think was the best one of all. I think that was the best. And then there's an end sequence with Slappy the Dummy that everybody experiences as well. So all in all, I got to experience about 8 things. I knew that going in you wouldn't get to see all of them. There are 17 things altogether, guys. But I got to experience 8. So if you want to experience all of them, you have to kind of go back again and get a different card next time. You can ask. I specifically said, can I see Horrorland, because it's my favorite, but I think every group sees Horrorland regardless, so that's fine. So the ones I didn't see, I didn't see Say Cheese or Die, which I know was advertised. I didn't see the Scarecrow at Midnight, although I walked by it and it looked really cool, but I didn't get to see it, and I was like, oh, why didn't I get to see that one? That looked really neat, because you can kind of see the other exhibits as you're rushing through, but that one looked very neat. They really do take it to, like, the next level. Like, the people leading you around are wearing, like, sacks on their heads. It's very strange. There's a whole bunch of people with, like, clipboards, like, monitoring things as well, and they all kind of, like, look at you very sternly as you go by, but I thought it was quite cool. I think it could have been improved. The stuff that they used within it wasn't, like, the actual Goosebumps stuff, and I think this is sponsored kind of in part with Scholastic, but I don't know how much R.L. Stine had input into this, because there's Scholastic stuff everywhere, but not so much R.L. Stine. So I don't know if they couldn't get the copyright for certain things, maybe because a lot of the things were created for the TV show or the books, maybe they weren't allowed to use those kinds of images. But yeah, if you see Slappy, he doesn't necessarily look like Slappy, but you know who he is. You can figure that much out. And it's really loosely based, but I did think the Stay Out of the Basement bit was the best. And it's not my favorite Goosebumps book, but I did think that was the best one done, because it was quite funny and then a little bit scary at the end. So yeah, so I picked up a couple things from there as well. So I got a poster. They were only £1, so I thought I'd do this. Where they held this is in the vaults, and I'm going to put up a video where it is. It's actually like in this big tunnel where there's all this graffiti, and then like this is an underground vault, which I thought was quite cool how it was actually set up. You get the feeling you're going somewhere cool when you go into this graffiti tunnel, so that's neat. And then they had copies of Goosebumps books, so it's like a program as well as a book. So they had 3 different books to choose from. They had Say Cheese or Die, Haunted Mask, and I can't remember the other one, sorry, it's gone. I chose Haunted Mask. I honestly can't remember the other one, because if it was Horrorland, I would have chose Horrorland, so it's not Horrorland. But it's got like a little program inside, some of the art, so you can see how the art styles are a little bit different. Oh, I didn't get to see the Haunted Mask either. That was one of the ones I missed, so I would have liked that one. So this is what the Scarecrow guy is supposed to look like. These are some scary, like, clown things. These are kind of what Slappy kind of look like. Here's a better view of what Slappy looks like, and that's a good one. And they had all this like tunnel stuff. You get the tunnel would get smaller or bigger as you're going through. So it's just got who production team and costume designer and music and everything. And this is like Stay in the Basement. And then it's just got, you know, a book in there. But I thought that was a nice way of doing the program. This was £5, so I didn't think it was very bad. Kind of, I like that the artwork on the front, like, kind of reflects the graffiti tunnel as well. It kind of looks like it. So that is very neat for a program. I was kind of tempted to get the other 2 as well, but I just decided to just get the one. So yeah, so you get a couple little souvenirs with it. I thought it was pretty good. I'd give it, if I was rating it out of 5, a 3.5. I wouldn't give it a really high rating, because I was a little disappointed it wasn't more aimed towards the actual story of the books. I know it's a modern interpretation, but I thought it would have been really funny had it been more aimed at like the actual story in the books. So I was a little bit upset the blob bit didn't actually contain a blob in it. It's like there's no blob, it's just the haunted typewriter portion of it. But that was like most of the Goosebumps reviews focused on that anyway. So I would have liked to have seen a blob, but I was waiting for it, and I was like, oh, come on, and then it never happened. And I was like, oh, fine. So I kind of got the feel of it after that when I knew what was going on. But yeah, I think it's a really cool experience, something different than I've ever done before. This whole rushing from room to room thing was quite cool. And it's just a different theater experience. It's getting really good reviews at the moment, like 4s and 5s, and like the one in papers and magazines. So I think you guys should check it out if you get a chance. And as I said, I'm going to link a little bit of video and some photos in here as well, just so you can kind of see a little bit of what it looks like, kind of get the feeling for it. But unfortunately they won't let you film actually in the theater performance. I can see why. It's just moving around way too fast. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope some of you get a chance to experience this. I don't know if it's going other places after London, but I'm lucky to live in London and be able to go to this as a Goosebumps fan. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye. guys, it's Fangirling with Mel. I just wanted to let you know I'm doing a 100 subscriber giveaway at the moment where you can win some really cool prizes, stuff in this box, including a copy of my book. So if you'd like to win the stuff in this box, it will be sent out internationally to whoever wins. You can enter my giveaway by clicking on the link below that takes you to my giveaway video. If you'd like to also subscribe to me, you need to do that for the giveaway to enter, but if you'd like to subscribe and watch more videos by me, click the link below. If you'd like to join me on my social media, click the links below. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, you know what to do already. I've told you. I will see you guys later. Bye!